Hey y'all, one of the best ways to end the argument, amen somebody, even though arguments can be healthy, good arguments. It depends on what you're trying to achieve in that argument. Amen somebody. But one of the best ways to end argument real fast is to find a solution. I know when we get so stuck on our arguments, we trying to make sure that we get our point across. I want to get my point across because what I'm talking about is important, and you want to get your point across because you feel that's what you're talking about is important. All of it is important. But if we focus on a solution instead of the problem, then the argument can be over soon. And not so much about the argument, we can find a solution to the problem. One of the things that me and my husband learned throughout our marriage, we've been together this year 20 years. Amen, somebody. We'll be married in April, 18 years, but together 20 years in this year. And one thing we learned was in our relationship, to be selfless. Amen, somebody. So what I mean by that is when we have arguments or we have disagreements or whatever happened, we try to make sure that I look at what his point of view and he look at my point of view. Amen, somebody. So, because if I focus on what he think is the issue and he focus on what I think of an issue, it takes our minds off our individuality. Okay, we are individuals in a marriage together, but in order to make it work, we have to compromise. We can't focus on what the problem is because we'll be in that place forever. So we have to learn to focus on the solution, because what makes our marriage work, what makes any kind of relationship work, is finding the solution, find what works for you. So let me help you. Don't worry about the problem so much. Spend more time on the solution. You have to take time to figure out what the problem is. Amen, somebody. But don't spend so much time on the problem that you forget about the solution. The main thing is the solution. What can we do to build our relationship? What can we do to make this problem not a problem anymore? One thing we should always say in our relationship, problems come. We have issues. Issues are going to pop up at any given time. Amen, somebody. But what we're not going to do is keep having the same problem. Okay, we'll have new problems, but not the same problem. Amen, somebody.